Good morning, students and traders. My name is Michael Tawill, and I am going to be your host for today's web presentation. I want to personally welcome each and every one of you. The date today is August 15, 2014, and the time is now 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I see a lot of you were in here nice and early. Thank you for that. And once again, my name is Michael Tawill, and I'm excited to be sharing with each and every one of you today. But before we get started, I'd like to do a quick audio and video check. So if you can hear me loud and clear, and if you can see my screen that says Forex Wealth, please type in a Y for yes into the question section just to let me know that we're good to go. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Daryl, Rafit, Carl, Steve, Carol, Melanie, Leon, Herb, John, Noel, Robert, Fawaz, and everybody else that is typing in yes. Thank you for that. Hope everyone's getting ready. I hope everyone is ready to get started, and hope you all have your cup of coffee. And once again, if you see it on your screen, we are part of a mini workshop series this whole week that we actually started last Sunday evening. And today is actually the last day of the series that we are doing. And what I want to do is I want to share with you time-sensitive trades, reveal them. Okay, I want to reveal those to you, how you can literally take advantage of time-sensitive trades when you don't have a lot of time, when the market's moving quick, and especially when you want to take advantage of the market in its highest regard. So once again, I see we have a lot of people that just joined us here in the last few minutes. And friends, I'm excited and I'm honored to be sharing with everyone today. And I'm here today to help you discover the powerful FX Turbo Trader and the Turbo Trader Auto and simple ways to increase your Forex profit potential starting today. Now, I will be discussing the next leg of the tipping point trading prediction and how this can help you prepare for upcoming trades in particular, and how these movements can be used to help jumpstart your trading careers. I will note the tools, the strategies, and the techniques that I will be sharing with you today, they allow me personally to be a consistently profitable Forex trader, and I want to empower you today to follow our step-by-step approach to help you achieve the financial freedom that you not only want, but that you do deserve. I will note these web presentations, they are not recorded. They are live. And I personally enjoy the interaction. What I find is that the majority of clients and students take advantage of this, well, they do benefit from the interaction as well. So what I want to ask everyone to do at this time is please go grab a pen and a piece of paper. And when you have a pen and paper, please come back on and just simply type in a yes that you do have that pen and paper. Awesome. Thank you, Maria, Ryan, Paul, Melanie, Laura, Anita, Clint, Ernest, Carl, and everybody else that's typing in yes. Phenomenal. And if I don't call out your name for whatever reason, we have well over 150 people with us so far this morning. And so I will get around to you, I'm sure, eventually. Now, before we begin, I want to let you know that trading does have its own form of risk involved. You should never invest money that you cannot afford to lose, and always trade with equity management in mind. There is no such thing as an undefeated season, and you may incur losses from time to time, but the key is to keep your profits high and have minimal losses, and I'll show you what I mean by that when we get to live market. We do endorse going through the education in its entirety and begin trading as a knowledgeable trader. So let me start off by letting you know that this is live each week. This is our tipping point prediction. As a client of MTI, you will receive exclusive information regarding a major market movement. Now, this is a 2,000 pip movement in one currency pair and a 1,000 pip movement on another. This is brand new. This was just launched just the other week. And what does that mean to you? Well, at $10 per pip, this would be a $30,000 a year making opportunity. Just the other week alone, in 1 week, we generated over 300 pips. That's over $3,000 just from these predictions. I will give you a sneak peek of this when we do hit the live market, and I'm telling you that if you want to have a huge advantage on this market, you cannot afford to miss out on this. This is a special exclusive unveiling, and this is only for MTI students. And you will be shown how to take advantage of these opportunities from our instructors live, and today I will share with you how I can get you in on our next class that will be revealing the next huge trade setups. So once again, I see we have a handful of people that just joined us here in the last minute or so. Welcome. Once again, my name is Michael Tawill, and I am going to be your host for today's web presentation. And I want to personally welcome and thank you all for your attendance today. Now, the very first thing I want to do is I want to share with you just a little bit about myself. So who am I? Well, for the past 7 years, I've been coaching and mentoring individuals on essentials necessary to succeed in the marketplace. I speak to organizations and large audiences ranging in upwards of 10 to 15,000 people at any given time, training them on how to become a results-driven achiever. Now, I'm a highly analytical thinker with a niche for identifying, improving, and streamlining complex work processes. Now, I want to share something pretty special with you. Okay, a little over 90 days ago, just over 3 months ago now, I was actually sitting in a seat just like you are today watching one of these presentations. I had questions and I had concerns if I could really do something like this and if this would truly work for me. Well, shortly thereafter, I went with my gut instinct. I took advantage of what Market Traders Institute offers, and I quickly found myself learning how to use simple strategies to gain a huge advantage on this market. Now I wake up excited each morning knowing that my opportunities trading this market are absolutely endless, and I am here today to share with you the same exact methods that I've learned and that I'm now currently using to grow confidence in trading the Forex market and to show you why I wake up excited each morning. I will tell you that everything that I know about trading the Forex, I did learn from Market Traders Institute. I am an ultimate trader, and I believe the best way to predict the future is simply to create it. So just a couple of quick housekeeping things that I want to go over real quick. When I say, hey guys, do you have any questions? All you have to do is just enter in a response into the question section and I will respond. But if for whatever reason I'm demonstrating a trading opportunity, one of my educational specialists will respond to you privately. So first and foremost, how many people do I have with me in today's presentation that are currently Forex traders? So if you're a Forex trader, please type in a me. And I want you to know, I mean demo, live, if you're trading the Forex in any way, shape, or form, please let me know. And Shahab, that's a great question. Shahab's saying, Mike, I read about the scholarship you were offering. How can I redeem that? I will fill you in, Shahab, and everybody else here in just a little bit. Thank you, Shane, Leon, Carl, Steve, Fawaz, Noel, Naren, Romeo, Ernest, and everybody else. So it looks like we have a small concentration of Forex traders, and then it looks like we have others in here that look to be brand new. Okay? Now, do I have anyone in this presentation with me this morning that has never traded anything before, ever? If that's you, please just type in a me. All right, thank you, Anita, and Charles, Victor, Shahab. You're welcome, Richard, and everybody else that's typing in me. So I know some of you may have some experience, okay? But some of you, so some of this may be a great review for you, but to really level the playing field before we hit the live market, I am going to go over a bit of information about Market Traders Institute, and then we're going to go into an introduction into the Forex, and then finally we are going to hit the live market. In fact, have you ever wondered what it would feel like to be able to wake up every single day knowing that you've created generational wealth for you and your family? And have you ever wondered what it would feel like to know exactly how to make the trades that you want to make so you can travel the world and spend more quality time with your family? And have you ever wondered what it would be like to be so empowered that you can create and manifest prosperity into your life? So I have just a few questions for you before we move on. How many of you would want me to share with you how you can start making more money right now? And how many of you would want me to share with you a time and tested way of trading proven to create successful traders over the last 20 years? And how many of you would want me to share with you an easy to follow blueprint that can help you clearly identify high winning percentage trading opportunities every single day, every single week, and every single year? Yeah, that's Anita, Carl, Steve, Leon, Romeo, Laura, Richard, Carl, Noel, and everybody else that's typing in yes. Well, I'm excited today because what you're about to discover here in just a moment is 3 ways to maximize your trading profits fast. You're also going to discover trading strategies such as the FX Turbo Trader and the Turbo Trader Auto, and you're going to learn how to identify wave patterns and Japanese candlestick formations, how to enter a trade and why, and how to exit a trade and why. And in fact, today I am going to go live, and I am going to open up my MTI 4.0 charting software, and I'm going to show you behind the curtain so that you can personally see my 3 insider secrets to Forex trading success. You're also going to hear from some of our students and clients as well. But before we do all of that, I have just a few questions for you so that I can make sure that I know your personal motivation. Now, I'd like for you to write the answers to these questions on a piece of paper and also type them into the chat section. Now, this is really important. What I found is that when people do this, they will retain 95% of the information. So let me ask you the first question. What is your #1 reason for being here this morning? Or afternoon, depending on where you're at in the globe. Go ahead and jot the answer down now. What is the very first thing that comes to your mind? Okay, Carl says, I want to replace my income, retirement, financial freedom, peace of mind, stability, better retirement, to finally retire, travel, spend time with my wife, For sure, right? Additional income, quit a day job. Absolutely. Second, why is this important to you? What is the core reason that you want to even do this? Why do you want to make more money? Breathing room, more time with the family, to not sit around at retirement, take care of my family, financial and personal freedom, relax, travel, more free time, my wife can retire, take pressure off rising costs. Awesome. Third, how will this help you and your family? More time together, travel, stay-at-home parents, time, better peace of mind. Awesome. And finally, if you were going to make Forex trading your full-time income, how much money would you need to make at trading to replace your full-time income on a monthly basis? And I want you to know that me and my educational specialists are the only ones that can see your responses, by the way. If some of you are looking around trying to figure out, what's he reading from? Thank you, Coral. Thank you, Shane, Ryan, Leon, Carl, Amy, Steve, Leon, Justin, Steve, and everybody else. Now, listen, I want to go ahead and just let you all know that all the numbers you're sending into me right now, I see what you need to make to replace your income on a monthly basis. What I'm going to show you today in the live market can do that, okay? And that's why I want you all to pay very close attention to what I show you. Now, I want to also let you know that we have over 150 people here in the room, all right? And we have a lot of people answering, but I know we don't have all 150 answering, okay? I really do appreciate each and every one of you taking time and effort out to respond and interact with me today. We're not face-to-face, so this is at least the most interaction we're going to be able to have together. And so once again, I really don't like speaking to a blank chat, so I do appreciate each and every one of you that are responding and interacting with me this morning. I'm now going to show you how to use an easy system to potentially propel you to the successes that you are looking for. Now, I'm not talking system in literal terms, okay? Market Traders has broken down the word system into an acronym, and it stands for save, yourself, stress, time, energy, and money. And that's what we're going to be going over today, an easy, simple system. So, as to not waste your time today, I want to make a promise to you. And my promise to you is this, that by the end of this presentation today, you will see how professional traders use simple methods to predict where the market is going and how you can use that skill to make substantial income for yourself in your free time starting today. In fact, by the end of this presentation, you may know more about the Forex market than 90% of the world. So for those of you that are wondering, who is MTI? Well, MTI stands for Market Traders Institute. We were founded by Jared Martinez in February of 1994, and we are located in Lake Mary, Florida. Now, the office building that you see in the background there on the screen, that is the actual office building I am in right now, sharing with each and every one of you, along with the other 100 of the most talented staff in the industry. If you look on your screen, you can see that Florida Trend and Orlando Business Journal did recognize MTI as being one of the top best places to work for in 2014. Now, over the last 20 years, they have had the honor in working with over 30,000 clients from all corners of the world. We operate under a single mission, which is to create successful traders. And since client satisfaction is highly important to MTI, we've designed all of their client interactions around a single sentence. We never leave a client behind. To tell you what MTI, truthfully, what it means to me personally, okay, and what it means to everybody else, especially those that have been with the company for many, many years, is this, that we've taken the last 20 years of experience to give our clients, you, the absolute best entries to make the most amount of money in the market, okay, in the shortest amount of time possible. And that's what I will be showing you today when we hit the live market. Now let's hear from Tricia W. She's from Ontario, Canada. She began MTI's Ultimate Traders Package on January 4th of 2013. Now she was skeptical about MTI because she had been burned in the past by other companies, but she went with her gut. She partnered with MTI. Let's hear from her now. She says the live interaction is priceless. You have someone there with you, for you, and helping you along each step of the way. If you don't understand and if you have questions, the analysts respond with written and visual examples. So the picture you see in the background is the CEO and founder, Jared Martinez, also known as the FX Chief, with Tricia. And so, you know, with a lot of different corporations, all right, you know, you don't really see the CEO or the president. Well, one thing you need to know is that Jared has a passion for being there side by side with our students, all right? And that's why, you know, when you come to our headquarters one day, you will have a chance to see him like that. And anyways, it's just different. It's a different culture. And so imagine that. Imagine finding a company that treats you like family. When times are great or when times get tough, family is truly what makes everything better. Now, I can almost assure you that 99% of the people in this room are here for one reason, and that is to make money. But it's a little bit deeper than that, okay? You're here to learn or to find a solution to a problem or challenge that you're either currently facing or that you fear you may be facing here in the near future. Well, what are these challenges? Well, why don't you go ahead, type in a yes or a no if any of these do apply to you or don't apply to you. All right, challenges such as, do you have enough money set aside for retirement? Do you have enough money set aside for your children or family? Do you have money set aside to live the life that you and your family not only want, but that you deserve? Do you have enough money to eliminate your debt? And do you have enough money set aside for emergencies? Thank you, everybody, for those responses. Okay. You see, these are challenges that we hear about on a daily basis that people, just like you, are trying to overcome. But let me ask everyone in this room a question, okay? If something were to happen to you tomorrow and that you are not able to work or provide for your family, would your family be able to survive and live the lifestyle that they deserve without you and without your current stream of income? Thank you, Ryan, Raymond, Anita, Melanie, Carl, Justin, Leon, Adam, Steve, Ron, Ryan, and everybody else that is typing in those responses. You see, to me, this is one of the biggest challenges that I've identified, that I've accepted, and that I've put plans in place for to ensure that my family can live a life of wealth and abundance, and I hope that many of you take action like I have, and this is how you can do it. Market Traders Institute is here to help you with the challenges that we mentioned above, plus others that maybe we didn't mention, all right, with the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. Now, this truly is your on-demand financial freedom solution. This package is the most complete, most turnkey, easy to use, step-by-step trading program available in the world today. It's now time to introduce you to the CEO and the founder of MTI, Jared Martinez. He's known around the world as the FX Chief. Now, he's been trading the Forex market for over 25 years, and he established MTI because he wished that he had a mentor early on in his career. Now, his talents are endless when it comes to Forex, so much so that he created the world's only Forex course that is accepted in major universities around the globe. And I'm excited to share with you some of his secrets to help you become wealthy and financially free. So stay with me, because at the end of this presentation today, I will let you know how you can spend 3 days with the FX Chief or a Certified Market Pro for free. How many of you would like to do that? Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and lay the foundation here before we get into the live market. So what is the Forex market? Well, the Forex market is the largest financial market with almost limitless amounts of liquidity, which really means that it's a market of limitless financial opportunity. In fact, what the Forex market means to me personally is that it is the easiest, okay, the most predictable and safest way to invest. Now, if you're a finance junkie like I am and you pay attention to Bloomberg, CNBC, et cetera, and you're reading the publications, then you probably noticed, especially if you've been doing this for a while now, is that the Forex market is really starting to take center stage. What I want to do is I want to bring all this together for you. Now, I do realize that there are probably several people in this presentation who may have never seen a Forex chart before, and so what I want to do is I want to go over this. And I'm also going to bring up and answer 2 questions that anyone who wants to trade usually asks. First, what are you doing when trading Forex currencies? Second, what are pips and why do you want them? All right, so what we do in this market, all right, take a look at the top left-hand side of your screen. You see GBP and USD. That's Great British Pound and US dollar. So what we do is we take one country's currency against another. All right. Now, if you see those candles, how many of you see the market? Right. It's going up and then down. It's kind of going up and then down. All right. What this means is that when the market's going up, the Great British Pound is at advantage. When the market's going down, the Great British Pound is at a disadvantage. Does that make sense? All right. Now, take a look once again at the top left-hand side of my screen. How many of you see the number 240? All right. That number denotes that each candlestick, so each candle right here, represents 240 minutes per candlestick. So if it's at 60, that means that each one is on an hour time frame. In this scenario, each candle represents 4 hours. Does that make sense? So 6 candles would represent a whole day. Does that make sense? So once again, that's what the candles actually mean. All right. Now, the way this market works, is we actually teach people to trade using Japanese candlestick formations. Now, as an MTI student, you will become a subject matter expert on them, as they are the sign language of the market telling the trader a story. So they will formulate a story, if you will, where you'll be able to predict where the market's going, what you need to do, when you need to get in, and when you need to get out. Does that make sense? And that's what will allow you to capture as much profit as you can and take advantage of the market before it takes advantage of you. All right? Now, what a Japanese candlestick is everybody familiar with a Japanese candlestick? If you're not, just please type in a me. Okay, so what a Japanese candlestick is that it's a visual representation of how much the market moved in whatever time frame you select. Okay, what you're looking at right now is Market Traders Institute's Wealth Acceleration 4.0 charting software. Now, if you take a look right here, you see a little circle with a green arrow. It says Morning Star equals buy. Here you see Evening Star equals sell. So what we do is we basically, in our education, we provide you with all the information, everything you need to know about how to read the market, why they're telling you what they're telling you. You have full customization ability where you can create whatever time frame you'd like to view. And basically what we do is we look at these candlesticks to identify patterns, which gives us a hint as to which way the market is actually heading. All right, now this is where we get into the good stuff. This is where we start talking about how we make money. What we're trying to do in this market is capture pips. Now, PIP is an acronym, and it stands for price interest point. So let me explain to you all in the simplest of terms how that actually works. All right, a pip has the exact same relationship as a penny does to a dollar. Now, is everyone in this presentation familiar with the U.S. dollar? If you are, just please type in a yes. All right, perfect. So how many pennies are there in a U.S. dollar? 100, right? So everyone does realize there's 100 pennies in a dollar. That means that a penny represents 1/100th of a dollar. Well, if you can imagine that we're looking for a unit of measure, a monetary unit of measure smaller than $1, even smaller than 1 penny, then that unit of measure smaller than a penny would be equivalent to a pip. So a pip represents 1/100th of a penny, just like a penny represents 1/100th of a dollar. Does this make sense to everyone in the room? If it does, please type in a Y for yes, type in absolutely, whatever you need to type in. Just let me know that you're on point, you understand this makes sense. All right. Thank you, Victor, Edward, Melanie, and everybody else. Perfect. Now, what I also want to cover here, all right, is if you look now at the price action of this chart on the right-hand side of your screen, you can actually see the pips. All right, the pips are represented in the final 2 digits of these numbers. Now, in a price fluctuation, if this market were to move from 1.65 to 1.66, that is a 1 full cent increase. And at the same time in the Forex market, that is a 100 pip increase. Now, does everyone understand that? Awesome. I want you to go ahead and write this down. In this market, we trade in units called lots. Now, there are standard lots, and then there are mini lots. A mini lot controls $10,000 of a currency, right, and each pip is worth $1. A standard lot controls $100,000 of a currency, and each pip is worth $10. All right, now, the best part of this market is that your cost to get involved in a mini lot trade is only a $200 investment. And your cost to get involved in a standard lot trade is only a $2,000 investment from your trading account. The broker will borrow this investment size, allowing you to place the trade. Okay? You can only win or lose pips. So the original investment of either $200 for a mini lot or $2,000 for a standard lot goes back into your account at the completion of the trade. Does that make sense to everybody? Perfect. This is the important stuff, guys, because we're about to hit the live market. All right. This is where you're going to be able to figure out how much money can you make in this market. All right. Not just how much money can be made in this market by other people. So go ahead and type this into the chat section now. If you were to go ahead and get started in the Forex market today, you and I, we're sitting side by side. Literally, we're about to fund our accounts. We're about to place a trade together. Okay. How much would you be able to fund your account with? And if you're already trading, some of you said live earlier, how much did you fund your account with? Or is your account funded with? All right, once again, me and my educational specialists are the only ones that can see your responses, and go ahead and make it real, because we're about to hit the live market next. And if the more real you make it, the more real the live market will be for you. Awesome. Thank you, Fawaz, Raymond, Rafiq, Carolyn. All right, awesome. Leon, John, Melanie, Justin, and everybody else that is typing in their responses. Thank you for all of your interaction. Once again, it is greatly appreciated. All right. So what a trading system is, a trading system is indicators on a specific currency pair, okay, on a specific time frame in specific market conditions. Now, it's simply a group of specific rules or parameters that determine entry and exit points. Now, these points that are known as signals are often marked on a chart in real time, and they prompt the immediate execution of a trade. All right? So let's go ahead, let's get right into it. What I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up my MTI's 4.0 acceleration charting software, and when you see my charts pulled up on your screen, if you can all please be so kind as to type in a Y for yes, just to let me know that you do see them on your screen. We are good to go. Thank you, Anita, Fawaz, Leon, Rafik, Raymond, Melanie, Ron, Carl, and everybody else that's typing in yes. Awesome. All right. So let me start off by telling you this, okay? There's many different ways to trade this market, and there's many different posers out there that are all plug and play. You know, they have all this marketing behind them, but they have absolutely nothing to back it up. And you know what? Well, I want you to know about MTI is that we provide constant updates to our systems. We constantly monitor our systems. A minimum of twice a week, we make sure that all of our systems are up to date with current market conditions. Now, there's many different ways to skin a cat when it comes to being successful trading the Forex market, and I don't know if any of you have ever heard that saying before, but what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you a simple, now it's not easy, but a simple way of getting in and getting out of this market with a plan. Now, before I get into the market, I want to discuss this plan with you. Is it safe to say that if we can show you today how to consistently make money in this market with an easy-to-follow trading system, would it be worth your time attending today? Awesome. Because my goal as a teacher, all right, is not to make the complex complicated. It's to take what's complicated and make it simple. And to me, that's the definition of what a teacher does. A teacher takes what's complicated and makes it simple. How many of you agree with me on that? Absolutely. So what I want to show you now is how to combine systems with technical analysis, and we are going to roll it all into one simple and easy plan, all right? So if you're taking notes, awesome job. If you're not, you probably want to write this down. A trader needs three things. You need to know where the market is going. You need to know where to get in, and you need to know where to get out. Those are the three things. It's safe to say, folks, that once you know where the market's going, where to get in, and where to get out, do you think that's a plan? Perfect. Glad we're in agreement here. All right, now, how to get there, I mean, once again, we can skin a cat many different ways. I mean, my gosh, I can literally show you the most complex ways of trading where I put on 5 or 6 different indicators. And then I can go through a lot of manual analysis identifying support and resistance. And then I can throw on the chart 6 different convergences that we're looking for. And then I can pull up 5 or 6 different checklists that I have to walk through to make sure that I have the absolute best trading opportunities at hand. That's the most complex way to do it. Or what I can do is use an easy-to-follow system that will give me answers to all 3 of those questions in the shortest amount of time possible, because I want you to first become a believer that you can see how money is made in this market, and then you can see how to actually go get that money. So is that fair for everyone in this room, that I take you through that journey? Because I told you that by the time we finish today, you will know more about the Forex market than 90% of the people out there. Didn't I promise you that? Excuse me. For sure. So let me go ahead, and the first currency pair that I want to pull up, I'm pulling up right now, excuse me, I'm pulling up the Euro and Australian dollar currency pair on a 60-minute time frame. All right? The very first thing that I want to show you and that I want to explain to you is this. All right? I want you to take a look at how this market actually moves. This market moves in what you call a wave-like pattern. It makes highs, it makes lows. It makes highs, it makes lows. How many of you see that? Are we in agreement there? What goes down must come up. What goes up must come down. The question is, how do you capture that? How do you capitalize on that? Well, take a look here. The market's now making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. How many of you see that? Okay. Now, once again, so how do you make those predictions? That's what everyone wants to know, right? How do you capitalize on that and make money on the way up and on the way down? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explain that to you. But look at how the market moves. Okay. The market's making highs and then it's making lows. Now, to the untrained eye, you don't see what I see because I've been trained by MTI. So what I want to do is I want to make this easy, because let's just say, hypothetically speaking here, all right, You pull up your charts, and you're actually looking to enter the market. Okay, well, Mike, where are we looking to enter? Let me show you. You're looking to enter the market right here, right there. Fair enough? All right. So you get home from work, you pull up your computer, and instead of watching TV like most people in America do, you pull up your charts because you decide that you want to make some money while you're not at work, and you know what? I applaud you for that. So let's get into that mindset, okay? So let's look at the black line. So now, what are the questions? 3 questions. Where's the market going? Where am I going to get in? And where am I going to get out? So type into the question section now. We have well over 150 people, so if I can, I'd love to see a response from each and every one of you, okay? All of you tell me, which way is the market going? If you were to get into this market right now, just the way it is, it was just you, your charts, and this is what you see, which way do you think the market's going? Which way would you trade? I'm getting up, I'm getting down, I'm getting buy, I'm getting sideways, I'm getting down, 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 sideways, short the market, which is down, up, sell, up, I think it's going up, down, 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 trending down, sell, sideways, down, sideward. All right, cool. So it looks like we have about a 50-50 split in the room, all right? Let's take a look. Let's take a look right now at what the market does as I advance this forward. So we see the market moving up. We see the market, it's still going up. Market's still going up. How many of you see this? Right? All right, take a look there. How many of you see that? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my box information tool. It's funny. I have a couple people that actually said up, up, as I was like in the middle of it. That was actually a pretty good prediction. Good job. I'm just kidding. So we got into the market right here. All right. We got out right here at the close of this candlestick. Now, how many pips did we generate? For those of you that are wondering, take a look at this red dot. How many of you see this little spotlight I got? All right. Type in yes, type in Y, type in me if you see the word range. Good job, Raymond. You see the word range? You see the number next to range, 438? That is how many pips we captured. Great job, Leon, Fawaz, Umid, Carl, and everyone else. So range equals pips. You're going to want to pay attention to that because of the examples I'm about to show you here in just a few minutes, all right? So that's the very first thing you want to identify is how do we capture that? So how many of you would like to literally generate, let's just say if you placed that trade, you'd be up 438 pips, or if you were trading a standard lot, all right, 4,380 US dollars profit, okay? We got in actually on Thanksgiving of last year, and we got out 5 days later. How many of y'all would like to make that in 5 days? Is that bad? Would that be okay with you? Right? It's kind of a rhetorical question, right? Who wouldn't? But the reality is, what would that do for you? Because what I'm going to do is, my goal today is to show you how to take advantage of this, and I'm going to show you a way where you could have saw this, you could have been looking at this chart, and you would have been able to predict the market is going up, and you could have taken advantage of this. I'm going to show you that here in just a moment. All right? So for all those that said the market's going up, I applaud you because you just made over 400 pips, over $4,000 in just 5 days over Thanksgiving. How many of you would be excited about that? So congratulations to all those that said it's going up. Now, for all those that said it's going down, okay, well, I'm very extremely sorry for your loss of $4,000. So this is the game plan. I want to empower you right now to take advantage of this market. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a simple system. Now, it's simple to use, but it wasn't simple to build. I'm now going to pull up the FX Turbo Trader. All right, now as I'm pulling this up, you're all going to have questions as to what all those lines mean, how does this work, all right? And don't worry, I will be sure to show you just exactly how this works, all right? So let me go ahead. I'm going to back the market up here just a hair. All right, take a look at this market. The very first thing you want to notice is this teal blue line. How many of you see the teal blue line, right? All right, so what does the teal blue line actually represent? Well, the teal blue line is an automated trend line, all right, within the system that basically differentiates buy zone and sell zone. So take a look at the candles above the teal blue line. What do you think the candles above the teal blue line represent? That the market's going up. What am I going to call that? I'm going to call that my buy zone. Bingo. Take a look at the candles below the teal blue line. When the candles are below the teal blue line, that represents that the market is going down. That I'm going to label my sell zone. So, candles above the teal blue line, buy zone. Candles below the teal blue line, sell zone. Does that make sense to each and every one of you? Awesome. Perfect. And so at this point, I know what you're all probably wondering. Well, what are those red and green indicators, right? Well, the red and green indicators, all right, I know what many of you are thinking right now. You're thinking, what's the indicator? I wish I could tell you what the indicators are. I don't know them. Okay, I didn't build them. But the FX chief built this, and what I do know is how to use it. And that's what's most important, okay? It's proprietary to MTI and the FX chief himself. Now, for those of you that have maybe spent 5, 10 years learning to trade this market, all right, all of you would be like, seriously, people can just look at a market, can just look at a system right now, and they can literally tell what we tell, they can read the market the way we can read the market by looking at a system. We put all this blood, sweat, and tears into learning how to reach each candlestick, and here what you have is 20-plus years of the FX chief's knowledge and training and studies in this market all developed into one system so that you literally can read the market like a pro. And I think that if you understand what I just said, that you will really find the value in what I'm showing you. That this is 20 years plus of education put into one system, all right? So anyways, let's get back to the market here. So at this point, what have we done? Okay, we have now answered 2 of our questions, but let's go back to the red and green line. What do you think? Take a look at the candles above the teal blue line, all right? How many of you can tell me, what does the green indicator mean? When the candles are above the teal blue line with a green indicator, what do you think that means? Green means go, green means buy. All right, how many of you can tell me what the red indicator means? Candles below the teal blue line with the red indicator. Red means stop, red means sell. Absolutely. When you have that written down, please type in a Y for yes into the question section. Let me know that we're good to go, you're all done. And hey, Leon, buddy, I see you're asking a question. You're saying, would I get some one-on-one time with MTI? 100%. We are a full-on mentorship institute, okay? And I will be actually discussing that here in just a little bit, all right? Thank you for that question, Leon. And so once again, great. I see all of you are there. Now, so what have we done at this point? We have all basically answered 2 of our 3 questions, all right? So 2 of our questions were what? We know where the market's going because of the teal blue line, and we know where to get in, whether it's above the teal blue line with the green or below with the red. Does that make sense? So at this point, take a look at the chart. At this point, what are we doing? We're basically selling. For those of you that maybe are wondering, Mike, where would you have gone into the market? I would have gone into the market right here, okay? Right there. How many of you see this little mark I just made? All right? This is where I would have entered into the market because that is where we crossed below the teal blue line. Does that make sense? All right? So that's how I determine where my entry point is. Any of you out there are wondering. Now, how do I know when to get out? That's the last thing we need to know. Well, let me advance the market forward. You're out living your life, doing the things that you love, and what do you think we're waiting for? All we're waiting for is what? We are waiting for the market to cross back above the teal blue line. How many of you see the market right here crosses above the teal blue line? That's my indicator to get out. I am now going to take my profits, reverse my position. Let's take a look at how many pips we generated on this one trade. So we got into the market right here. We got out right here. How many of y'all can tell me how many pips did we generate? Bingo. Great job, Anita, Rafit, Melvin, and everybody else. 142 pips. I'm really glad that all of you are paying close attention, and you do understand everything that I'm teaching. Awesome. All right, so 142 pips, or 1,420 US dollars if you were trading at standard lots, okay? So take a look at that. Would you be okay with that? So at this point, what have we done? We've officially answered our 3 questions. We answered, where's the market going, where are we getting in, and where are we getting out? Does that make sense? If this makes sense, if you're on point, you get it, all right? Give me a yes, give me a me. Give me an absolutely, type in whatever you want, all right, except the word no unless you really don't understand yet, all right? Awesome. Thank you, everybody. So now let me advance the market forward, and I want to ask you all a simple question. If all of you were looking to get into the market, all right, excuse me, right now, based on what you see, how many of you can tell me what would you do right now? Based on what you see. Let me give you a hint. The candles are above the teal blue line. Thank you, Raymond, Melvin, John. I have the majority of you saying, all of you saying buy. Awesome. Perfect. All right. So I have about 95% of you saying that you would buy. Good answer. I would buy too, okay? So let's just say you place that trade, you enter the market, you're just simply living your life, waiting for your position here, okay? I'm just simply waiting for the market to cross back above the teal blue line or below the teal blue line, right? How many of you see that? How many of you see that you also have the red indicator there? How many of you see just how valuable this is? Right? How many of you feel this would benefit you and this would allow you truly to be a more confident trader? Now, this system can be used on any and every currency pair, on any and every time frame. All right, for any of you out there that are wondering. So once again, that is the FX Turbo Trader. Now, I want you to go ahead and take a look at what just happened. It was a 50-50 split earlier when I asked you what would you do, and I have over 95% of you on the right side of the trade. All right? How many of you see value in that? Right? How many of you now see just how beneficial a simple system can truly be, especially as you're learning the market, especially as you're learning how to read the candles, and as you're learning how to trade without any systems? But do I know how to trade now? Yes, I do. I've gone through the entire education that MTI provides, the Ultimate Traders Package on demand, multiple times. But I want you to know that you're not talking to somebody that's been trading for 10 years, folks. I was just the average person who said, I want to get into this, and I partnered with MTI, and I'm actually honored to say I'm now, I love teaching. That's what I do. And so, you know, that's why I think I can best relate with everybody, you know, because I'm not, you know, a veteran that's been around for 7-8 years. Does that make sense? And so once again, what I want to do now is this. A lot of you are like me, and you know what, and I understand that. To be a true believer, I've got to see this at least, you know, 3, 4, 5 times. Well, I'm going to do something even better than that. I'm going to show you, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 examples as to how this holds true to show you that, you know, I didn't just pull up some, you know, a lot of you maybe, no one actually typed it, but maybe if some of you are wondering maybe, well, Mike, why are you back in November, right? Well, let me show you why. I want to show you now, I'm going to bring it to a more current time frame to show you that this applies to any currency pair, any time frame, on any market condition, okay? So once again, what dates are we on? I just pulled up the Great British Pound and the Australian dollar, okay, on a 60-minute time frame. We are back to May 8th. Okay, how many of you see May 8th right there? You see that, where my mouse is? I want to make sure that you all see that we are on May 8th of this year. Mike, why are you back at May 8th? Well, if I go to the current market right now, where it's at right this second, guess what? There's no way I can show you how this works. So I want to go back 1, 2, 3 months to show you, if you would have taken advantage of this just a couple months ago, where would you be today to allow you to cast a vision for yourself to show you where can you be 1, 2, 3 months from now. Fair enough? So based on what you see right now, all right, take a look at the market. Based on what you see, what would you all do right now? Okay? Based on what you see right here, what would you do? All right, I'm getting sell, 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 sell. All right, so I'm getting the majority of you saying sell. Well, if you're wondering, Mike, where would you have sold? Let me show you where I would have shorted the market. Okay, I would have personally got into the market at the close of this candlestick right here. All right, by the way, if you're wondering, when the market's going down, all right, with the blue candlestick, it closes at the bottom. When the market's going up with the white candles, the market closes, the candle closes at the top, if any of you are wondering how I'm measuring that, all right? So I enter the market, and we're now going to place our trade. We're now living our life. We're back to doing the things that we love, enjoying time with our family, maybe, you know, spending more time with the family, the kids, traveling, golfing, surfing, fishing, maybe out on the water, or just going for a walk, or on an island. I don't know. Any of you like, you know, whatever you like to do, really, you know? I love the water, but it's not about me. It's about you. But just imagine what you like to do, and imagine simply living your life as you're trading. How many of y'all would like to, have a way to predict the market's going to go downwards the way it is, and be able to predict the market? Now, I'll tell you this: the reason I didn't get into trading a lot sooner is because I honestly had a misconception that I had to have 5, 6 monitors in my room. I had to sit home all day. I had to read every candlestick, and you know what? It was just too much for me. But when I learned that there's strategies where you don't have to stare at the market all day, I'll tell you right now, I'll check my charts about 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. Does that make sense? And so, it's not what a lot of people think, it is, where you have to sit there and stare at a screen all day. I don't have time to do that personally, and I'm sure a lot of you are very busy as well. But take a look at this, okay? Ryan's asking, where do you take the profits? All right. Well, Ryan, when we cross above the teal blue line, buddy. So once again, we're waiting for a cross back above the teal blue line, and the moment we do that, all right, now I want you to take a look at something. How many of you see this right here? That is called a wick, okay? That is not a close of a candlestick. So we are going to disregard that, and we're going to keep moving because somebody out there typed in, get out now, okay? But we're waiting for the cross back above the teal blue line. Once we have that, and there it is. How many of you see the cross above the teal blue line? Right there. That's my indicator. That's my signal. I am going to get out of the market. I'm going to reverse my position. Before I do that, I want to capture my pips. How many pips did we capture? How many of you can tell me how many pips are we at right now? Type it in. Let me know. Bingo. Great job. Melvin, Raymond, Carl, Fawaz, Mashak, John, Rafit, and everybody else. We are up 200 pips. 200 pips or $2,000 if you're trading at a standard lot. All right? So those of you that are wondering how many times we got into the market on the 7th, we got out on the 17th in exactly 10 days. Okay? If you literally got in within 10 days, how many of you would be okay generating 200 pips or 2,000 US dollars? Annette, I will be getting into that here in just a moment, I promise, right? So once again, take a look at that. Not bad. So what are we going to do? We're going to advance the market forward. We're going to look for our next opportunity. Now, I want you to take a look at something. I want you all to take a look. How many of you see that this market is riding the teal blue line right here? How many of you see that? You see that? All right. Well, what that tells me is that the market is, when it's riding in a sideways movement like that, when it's inconsistent, when it's riding the teal blue line, okay, I'm going to wait for a more definite direction. So in this case, what I'm waiting for, how many of you agree? How many of you would say that the market's getting in a more definite direction, if you will, okay? And let's see what happens. How many of you see, how many of you agree that the market's going in an upward trend? Is that fair to say? Does that make sense? So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy into the market. Now, if you're saying, Mike, where would you have bought in? Let me show you. I would have personally got into the market at this green indicator. I would have got in right here. All right? So at this point, we are now officially buying. We place our trade. We're now buying. We're living our life, doing the things that we love, traveling, spending more quality time with the people we want to spend time with. And that's the whole point of this. I knew that I wanted a better opportunity, but especially in this market, but I just didn't want to have to diminish my lifestyle, which is just simply, spending time with my family, or, just going out and doing the things that I love. All right, a lot of you are asking questions about, stops and limits. All right, it's completely up to you if you want to use those, but for what I'm showing you the strategy that I personally use with this system, okay? But however, our education does teach you all those things and covers all of that in its entirety and in extreme detail, okay? So once again, take a look at what's happening. I'm simply waiting for the market to cross back below the teal blue line. How many of you feel this is something you can do, right? And, when people don't know what they're doing, it's scary. Fear, anxiety, stress, greed, worry. It's just not fun. I didn't want to personally have to sit there and stare at every candlestick and start, stressing out, not knowing what I should do because I don't want to lose money. And, a lot of people gamble at trading. They just kind of go, it's a 50-50 shot. Listen, that's the worst thing you can do, okay? It's a great way to lose your money, and, it's going to put a bad taste in your mouth. But the Forex market is not this gigantic beast of a market to read, because once you know how to predict the market, you only have to learn it one time. And then It's yours for the taking anytime you want. So take a look here. How many pips did we generate? 232 pips. You see that? Great job, everybody. Awesome. So 232 pips, not bad. So we're up 232 pips, or $2,320 US. Boom. 2 trades over 4,000, not looking bad. All right, let's advance the market forward. We're looking for our next opportunity. Based on what you see, how many of y'all can tell me what would you do right now based on what you see the market is doing? We have a nice cross below the teal blue line, all right, just what we want. And a lot of you, the majority, are saying sell, all right? And if there's anyone out there that is not responding, I challenge you to interact. I challenge you to respond. Just let me know that you understand this. That's all I'm looking for, that you get this, okay? To answer your question, Leon, we're on the 60-minute time frame, buddy, all right? So once again, we're at the cross below the teal blue line. I would have personally got into the market right here at the close of this candlestick. Let's advance the market forward. We place our trade. We're back to living our life. Listen, whether you're retired, whether you're working full-time, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, or you're the traveler, you know, you can succeed anywhere you want to, anytime you want to. You know, and that's the beauty about the FX Turbo Trader. How many of y'all are busy, on-the-go people, okay, whether you are or you're not, but you would love to have a way to have an alert sent to your phone to tell you when to get in and when to get out, where you literally don't even have to look at your charts until you get an indicator sent to your phone. How many of y'all would like that? Right? Well, this system, the FX Turbo Trader, actually can send you auto notifications straight to your phone via text message and or phone call and or email, letting you know that we crossed back above the teal blue line or below the teal blue line, that it's going in the opposite direction. You want to get out and take your profits. Does that make sense? So take a look here. We cross above the teal blue line, okay, right there. That's where I'm going to go ahead and get out, and I'm going to reverse my position. All right, so where did I get in? I got into the market to close this candlestick. I got out of the market right here. How many of y'all can tell me how many pips did we capture? 115. Bingo. All right, so we are up right now 115 pips, or, all right, $1,150 US. Boom, not bad. So what I want to do at this point real quick is I want to show you all something, okay? I want to go ahead and I want you all to pay very close attention to what I'm about to explain to you and what I'm about to share with you, because this will literally either make sense or it won't, and I don't want to lose anybody here. I'm about to show you the opportunity that you have in this market and how MTI can help you with that opportunity, all right? So let's take a look. Remember earlier how I asked you? How much could you fund your account with? Remember how I asked you that? Well, what I want to use for the sake of this example is this. I'm going to use the example of we funded our account with a $5,000 account balance. I'll even put initial account balance. Okay. Now I don't want to lose you here if you're like, well, Mike, you know, I can't fund my account with that. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. This is still going to make sense to you. Whatever you're able to fund your account with, whether it's 500, 1,000, whatever it is, 200, take whatever you're able to fund your account with and apply it to what I'm about to show you. Does that make sense? All right. So once again, if y'all have ever heard of Joshua Martinez, he's actually one of my great friends. We grew up together, and he's actually he's a professional trader here at MTI. He's known internationally and globally, and he's a professional trader. He actually funded his account initially with just $500 US. He turned that into over $39,000. Okay. And I'm going to show you how that's possible, and let me go ahead and get into it. So we fund our account with a $5,000 initial balance, or whatever it is you funded your account with. Now, we basically just made 3 trades, and that was in approximately 25 days. So in 25 days, we generated $2,000, $2,320, $1,150. That's $5,470. So we're at $5,470 US profit in 25 days. Not bad, right? How many of you would like to generate that in just 25 days, in less than a month? Okay. Well, let's take a look at this at the end result here. How much is our account? What's our account at right now? Well, our account's at $470 US total account balance. How many of y'all would like to more than double your account in less than 30 days? If that's you, give me a yes, give me a me, give me an absolutely, whatever you want to type in. Just let me know. All right? So here's what I want to go ahead and show you. How many of you out there are not aggressive traders? If you are not the aggressive type, type in the letter N for no, telling me, nope, I'm not aggressive, okay? All right. Thank you, Naren, Edward, John, everybody else. If you're the aggressive type, if you're aggressive, you're a risk taker, you love it, give me the letter R for risk. You're an aggressive type trader. Just let me know. All right, perfect. So this will apply to both of you. Okay, we have about half here. So for those of you that are not aggressive, you are not a risk taker, what I advise you to do at the end of that 30 days is I want you at this point, I'm going to call you no risk takers, all right? I want you to withdraw 5,000 US dollars. Withdraw 5,000 out of your account, put it in your pocket, put it in the bank, okay, whatever you want to do. You know what this means? Every trade made from here on out is absolutely nothing but pure profit. Every win is pure profit. If you take a loss, you lost profit. You cannot be a loser in this game because you literally took out the money, you withdrew the money that you initially funded your account with. Do you know how much pressure that might take off your shoulders when you're trading with knowing that you can't lose anything that you initially invested? I like to call it free money, right? Now, for those of you that are aggressive, type traders, I'm going to call you risk takers. Is that fair? All right. So for the risk takers out there, I want you to start trading. You're going to trade 2 standard lots opposed to 1. So everything I've been showing you 1 standard lot. I now want you to trade at 2 standard lots, which means you double everything from here on out. If you incur a win, double. If you incur a loss, double that. So here, 200 pips, 2,000. If that was 2 standard lots, that'd be 400 pips, 4,000. Does that make sense? If you're with me so far, let me know. All right. Now, for those of you that are still wondering, okay, well, Mike, I still can't fund my account for 5,000. Not a problem. Here's what I want you to understand. What we do at Market Traders Institute, we provide you with a profit plan. We provide you with a strategy for you specifically to allow you to start where you're at. We ask you what your goals and dreams are. What do you want to accomplish in this market a month out, 6 months, 12 months, whatever you want. And here's what we do. Let's just say you start trading at a micro lot. We didn't even cover micro lots earlier, but micro lots are the smallest lot size available to trade. So let's just say you start trading at micro lots, and let's just say you trade that for roughly 4 to 6 weeks. Okay? What do you think we're going to do after 4 to 6 weeks? You're eventually going to start trading at what? Mini lots. And then eventually, you're going to trade that for roughly 4 to 6 weeks, and guess what? You will eventually be trading at standard lots. All right? So it is a progression. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So it doesn't matter where you start. All that matters is that you have to start somewhere. Does that make sense? If you're with me, type in a Y for yes. Let me know. Okay, I want to make this also tells me how I'm doing as a teacher, by the way. Okay, I want to make sure no one's out there is confused. All right, perfect. I see everyone's on par. Everyone gets it. Thank you for that. All right, so let's get back to the market here. I'm going to advance this forward, and let's take a look at what our next opportunity would be. How many of y'all can tell me what would you be doing right now, all right, based on what you see? What would you do? Thank you, Leon. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, everyone's saying buy. You're absolutely right. I am going to buy right there. I'm going to go ahead and advance the market forward. I'm back to living my life, doing the things I love to do. I'm simply waiting for the market to do its thing, and it did. Okay? We have a cross below the teal blue line. For those of you that are not sure what just happened, let me go ahead and explain this to you. We just secured a loss. Okay? We got into the market there. We got out of the market right there. How many of you can tell me how many pips did we just lose? 31 pips. Bingo. Stopped out. All right? So we're down 31 pips. No big deal. So we're down 31 pips, or $310. How many of y'all would be okay losing 31 pips after gaining 200 pips, 232 pips, 115 pips? Would you be okay with that? All right, listen to me. Anybody out there that tells you that there is no such thing, that you will never lose, you're going to win 100% of the time, let me tell you right now, they're lying to you, okay? And that's just a fact. And why do I tell you that? Because there's no such thing as an undefeated season. I want to be as realistic to you as possible because that's just what I do. All right, what did I tell you my goal was earlier? What's the goal of MTI? We take our 20 years experience to simply give our clients, our students, you, the best entries to make the most amount of money possible in the shortest amount of time. Okay, but in the process there, you are going to incur losses from time to time, but the key is to keep equity management in mind, the Ultimate Traders package covers that in its entirety. Never over leverage your account, and also your losses will be small and your profits will be high. Does that make sense? All right. So once again, if anyone tells you they've never lost, let me tell you, they likely made one trade, they won, they quit, they never traded again, and they have the claim to fame to say that. But that's reality. All right. So once again, we're going to go ahead, and because I incurred a loss, I'm going to scope the market out, and I want to see what the market does right now because it went in the opposite direction. Now, take a look there. We're above the teal blue line, but we have a red indicator. Though we need a green indicator to buy. So once again, I'm simply waiting to see, I'm waiting to find a more definite direction, and take a look. The market's simply riding the teal blue line, all right, like there's no tomorrow. And what I'm waiting for, I'm simply waiting for a more definite direction at this point because of this. This is inconsistency. Can you trade this, for those of you that are wondering? For sure. You can certainly make money trading the market, all right, when it's doing that. But how many of y'all would agree, is it safe to say the market is more in a definite direction right now, and we do have a red indicator? Is that fair to say? How many of you see that? Give me a Y, give me a yes, give me the word sell, whatever you want. All right, perfect. So at this point, I am now going to sell. I'm going to place my trade, and I am now selling. I'm back to living my life, doing the things that I love. And how many of y'all, based on what I've showed you thus far, okay, just thus far, how many of y'all feel this is something that would benefit you? How many of y'all feel this is something that you can do, right? Whether you're whether you're a novice trader or you have experience, how many of y'all feel this is something that you can learn and that you can do? I know some professional traders that are literally using, one of them, Jose Tormos here at MTI, he's actually teaching his son how to trade. His son's like 5 years old, somewhere around that age. But once again, all it takes is a desire. It doesn't matter your background or your age or your lifestyle, whether you work full-time, you're a stay-at-home parent. I'll share something pretty personal with you. Me personally, I used to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and I would run out of money before I ran out of month. And I couldn't even plan, one flat tire would knock me off course, and it just didn't add up, and that's why I needed a better way. But take a look at the market crossing above the teal blue line. How many of y'all see that? So what are we going to do at this point? We're simply going to take, we are going to take our box information tool, and I am going to go ahead, and what's the best part of trading? Taking a look at how many pips you just generated. All right, so I got into the market here. I got out of the market right here. How many pips are we at? Who can tell me? 72 pips. Great news, Richard. Thank you for sharing that, buddy. All right, perfect. You're right, 72 pips. So we're at 72 pips, or 720 US dollars. Not bad, all right? I had one time someone tell me, that's not a lot of pips. Are you kidding me? Listen, how many of y'all would take $720? Would you be okay with $720 on one little trade? I'll take it. Not bad, right? And so some are going to be bigger than the others, but once again, I'm not going to complain, okay? So once again, what are we going to do? Well, take a look at the size of this candlestick, right? Pretty good size. We cross above the teal blue line. Take a look. We actually have a green indicator here, all right? So what does that mean? I am now going to reverse my position, and I am now going to buy, okay? All right, and by the way, if you haven't noticed already, I love talking to everybody as if we're already partnered up, as if we already work together, as if we already know each other, just because it makes it more fun, more relatable, and that's just the way I like to teach people, because I think it just makes more sense that way, And so take a look. What are we waiting for? I'm waiting for the market to cross back below the teal blue line. That's all I'm waiting for, all right? And once we have that, take a look. There it is. How many of you see that? All right? So with that being said, how many pips did we generate? We just generated 103 pips. How many of you see that? All right? 103 pips. Now, let me show you one more thing here, okay? We're up 103 pips, or 1,030 US dollars. Now, somebody earlier asked me a great question. They said, Mike, one time they said, why wouldn't you get out when you have the red indicator? Let me show you something. My strategy that I'm showing you that I use personally is I ride the teal blue line. However, for that question that I believe it was Noah that asked me, let me answer that for you. How many of y'all see this red indicator that appears right here? You see that? Okay. You could have decided to trade this market in an uptrend waiting to see a red indicator. The moment you see a red indicator, that could have been your signal to get out. So if you got in here, you got out here, how many pips is that? How many of y'all can tell me, all right, how many pips is that right now? That's 183 pips, right? You see that? 183 pips. Now, I'm just going to put 183 pips real quick. Now, what you could have done as well, how many of y'all agree that you could have now sold on the red indicator? Do you understand this? All right? So red indicator means you're now selling the red indicator. You're selling, you're shorting the market until you get below the teal blue line or until you get a green indicator. Well, guess what? On the way up, you made 183 pips. On the way down, you reversed your position. You now generated, you are now up 90 pips. How many of you see that? So for those of you out there that are wondering, you know, well, what about the red and green indicators when they're above the teal blue line? Listen, you can literally do, I mean, there's really, you can trade that way if you want, but understand I'm just showing you the way I use the system, but take a look. That's what you would have generated if you would have done what I just showed you. You made money on the way up and on the way down. Fair enough? All right? So I hope that answered your question, Noah. So once again, let's take a look at where we're at. We've placed several trades. This is where we end up. Let's take a look at where's our profit? This was roughly 6 weeks time frame. So we're up 1,030 plus 720 plus $2,000 plus $2,320 plus $1,150 is $7,220 minus our loss of 310 is $6,910 US dollars. So $6,910 US dollars profit in, we'll call it in 6 weeks time. How many of y'all would be okay generating $6,910 US dollars in 6 weeks time frame? Would you be okay with those kind of results? Would you be okay with that kind of success? Would it allow you to have breathing room? Would it allow you to retire, have a more fun retirement, bring the wife home from work, maybe get out of debt, pay off some student loans, send the kids to college, go on a nice vacation, quit your job, I don't know, start your own business, whatever it is your dreams are, whatever your dreams, whatever, maybe you're like Mike, I just want to have money in the bank to live comfortably and not worry about what if I run out of money, what am I going to do? Whatever it is for you, that's what you have to ask yourself. But $6,910 profit in just 6 weeks time frame, and here's what I want you to remember. This profit, I'm showing you pure profit only. For those of you that withdrew the $5,000, remember, this is not even including the $5,000 initial investment that you funded your account with. You already withdrew that. This is pure profit. For those of you that were trading at multiple standard lots, double what you made thus far out. For those of you that maybe traded 2 currency pairs, 3 currency pairs, I'm only showing you 1. What are the opportunities for you? Now, let me do this. I find this kind of fun here, okay? Because when I saw it, it absolutely blew my mind as to what it really provided. I'm going to delete the system, and I want to ask you all, how many of you feel you would have been able to achieve the same exact results, same exact success that I showed you just now that we achieved together without the system? Do you believe that without the system, you would have been able to achieve that level of results? All right. Thank you for the honesty. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, I certainly wouldn't have been able to before I was introduced to MTI and I went through all of the education. But take a look here, okay? Once again, system off, system back on. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the opportunity with the FX Turbo Trader. And I personally show this because I do use this. I use this system on every trade that I make. I will tell you right now, do I use other strategies? For sure. And our education provides all that information for you. But I'm letting you know that regardless, whatever strategy I used, I put the system on every time to either use it as confirmation or to give me an insight on what I need to focus on. And there's times I place trades all the time, actually. Even this week I placed some trades where I did nothing but utilize this system specifically, all right? And so once again, folks, that's the FX Turbo Trader. And what I want to show you now is the Turbo Trader Auto, all right? Now, for those of you that are wondering, what is the Turbo Trader Auto? Well, simply put, first and foremost, this is on the Euro and JPY currency pair. For those of you wondering, what's JPY, okay? Euro and Japanese yen. This is also on a 240-minute candlestick, all right, time frame per candlestick, and this is how it works. The reason you have the word auto, all right, the reason we have the same, the word auto is this, okay, is simply because how many of y'all would like to have an automated system? How many of y'all would like to maybe have the system auto trade for you, where it literally takes you in the market and takes you out of the market on its own? It's completely up to you. You can have that setting turned on or off. How many of y'all would like to have a text message sent to your phone? Okay. How many of y'all would like to have a text sent to your phone telling you when to get in or when to get out? Regardless where you're at, all you would have to do is notify your broker if you're not set on auto trade. You just notify your broker, let them know, hey, this is what I need you to do, and they go ahead and do it. How many of y'all would like that? Okay. So let's go ahead, and I want to go ahead and let me show you how this actually works. The first thing I want you to notice is notice these different indicators. The first question is, where's the market going? Well, how do we determine that? How many of y'all see the red indicators? Red indicator represents the market is going what? The market is going down. Green indicator represents the market's going up. So we now know where the market's going. How do we know when to get in? When you see a red arrow appear, okay, when you see the red arrow appear, it's time to sell. When you have a green arrow appear, it's time to buy. Make sense? You with me so far? Give me yes, give me a me, give me for sure. How do we know when to get out of the market? We get out when we have the opposite direction appearing with the arrow. So if we're buying on green, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for a red indicator. If we're selling on red, we're waiting for a green indicator. Does that make sense? So let me go ahead and show you as to how this actually holds true. So look at the green indicator. We are now buying. Now I want all of you, if you can all please be so kind, is to type in the word now when it's time to take your profits, get out, reverse your position. All right? Let me know when it's time to do that. I place my trade. I'm living my life. I'm waiting for the market to do its thing, take its course, tell me what to do. All I'm waiting for that notification. And there it is. All right. A lot of you are typing in the word now. You're absolutely right. All right. So what are we going to do now? The most fun part is we're going to take a look at what is our profits. We got into the market right there. We got out right here. How many of y'all can tell me how many pips is that? That's 181 pips, right? So 181 pips or 1,810 US dollars. All right, not bad for one trade. Let's advance the market forward. How many of y'all can tell me what are we going to do now? We're simply going to what? Reverse our position. That's it. All right? I'm now going to sell. Now, how many of y'all see the market's actually going up? The majority of people would probably get out right now. But understand that these systems are not put together just in whichever way. You know, a lot of thought, a lot of consistency. We would not show you anything that has not been back-tested, proven to create a lot of success and a lot of positive results. If any of you are actually, I know some of you asked a question about that. Yeah, we have all that information, okay? No problem. So once again, take a look. Market's going down. All we're waiting for, we're out living our life. Maybe you're on the golf course, you're at the beach, you're at the park, you're taking a nap, you're in the office. I don't know, whatever you're doing, you're out at lunch. And all you're waiting for is that text message to tell you what to do. That's all it is. And, you know, we're just living our life. And once again, there's the green arrow. We have our mark. We are now going to get out of the market. We got into the market right here. We got out of the market right here. And we are now simply going to see how many pips we generated. We're at 99 pips. How many of you see that? So we're at 99 pips or 990 US dollars. How many of you see that, all right? So 2 trades, not bad. Now, at this point, what I want you to realize is that when that green arrow appeared in real time, in real life, that would have been a phone call, a text message, or an email alert. We are now reversing our position. We are now buying. You see that? How many of y'all like what I'm showing you? How many of y'all feel that this would actually benefit and help your trading careers, or maybe allow you to achieve the success that you want to achieve? Or how many of you feel this is something that you could just do? Start trading more confidently and more, you know, more excited about it. You know what I mean? Because now you're not wondering. 92 pips. All right, we're at 92 pips, or we're at 920 US dollars. All right, not bad. All right, what do you think we're doing now? We are selling. Absolutely. Great job, everybody. All right, we're selling. We're just waiting for our indicator, right? And what are we going to do once that indicator appears? Great job, Raymond and everybody else. Absolutely. There it is. there's the indicator. We got into the market right at the close of the candle, and we got out of the market right here. How many pips is that? That's 107 pips. How many of y'all would like to generate 170 pips on just one trade? 107 pips or 1,070 US dollars. Not bad, okay? So with that being said, folks, let's just go ahead and see where would you be at right now based on these trades. All right? Let's take out my calculator. Let's do this together. Well, we're up $1,070 plus $920 plus $1,810 plus 990 is 4,000. Yes, Nidrico, this is specially formulated system of MTI, 100%, buddy. All right, so 4,790 US dollars. So we're up 4,790 US dollars profit in just 6 weeks' time. How many of y'all would be okay generating 4,790 US dollars in just 6 weeks once again? And let's just say you set the system to run 6 weeks ago and you traveled, you had fun, you did the things that you love, and you simply got out 6 weeks later, you'd be up $4,790, okay, just like that. I'm not going to say you did nothing, but what I am going to say is this. How many of y'all have heard of the term passive income? I consider this a passive type income stream where you can truly create abundance in your life, generational wealth, create a legacy, and be able to do the things that you want to do on your terms and not have your life be dictated by a dollar bill. And that's the number one thing that I was tired of. You know, my life was being dictated by a dollar bill. And so once again, take a look. All right, right there. Not bad. So let's take a look here at on these two different trades, or sorry, these two different currency pairs. We're at $6,910 plus $4,790 is $11,700. How many of y'all would be okay generating $11,700 on two currency pairs, 6-week time frames? Would that be okay? Would that help you? All right. Now, what would that allow you to do? For those of you, remember, we already withdrew our initial, what we funded our account with, our initial investment into our account. Whatever you funded your account with, that's already withdrawn, okay? At least for those of you that are not risk takers. So for those, you're looking at pure profit. For those of you that did not withdraw the 5, add 5,000 to what I'm showing you, plus double everything we made from there on out. Okay, it's a big number. I don't want to scare anybody with the large number, but let's just say it's well over $20,000. Okay, but would you be okay succeeding at this level? Okay, so folks, I want you to. Is it safe to say now that you now are a believer of the system? Be it simple or be it complex, this is all you need to truly be a believer. You know, how many of you now see just by adding one of these strategies, let's say you just add this one strategy, the FX Turbo Trader, to your charts, how it made the market so much easier to understand. So how many believe that the last 25 minutes, what I've just showed you, your eyes opened up to trading more so than any other time that maybe you've learned or anything you've ever learned, right? And so anyways, folks, that is what I wanted to show you today, and that is how you can take advantage of time-sensitive trades, and that's how you can take advantage and have the wins that you personally want, all right? So what I want you to know is that what I just showed you, okay, today I just showed you 2 of MTI's many powerful strategies and techniques, and you know what, that we offer, and unlike other educational experiences that you may have had in the past, all right, MTI is going to give you a plethora, all right, of strategies to allow you to be ready for any turns the market may take. Now, take a look at these lists I'm about to show you here. All right, these are all strategies that you will be fully equipped with and empowered with to use during any market conditions. Understand, we would not be showing you these or we would not be teaching these if these strategies have not generated success for the last 20-plus years. All right, you will be equipped with everything that you currently see, and these will allow you to take advantage of any and every market condition. All right, so what I want to do at this point is, how many of you right now you're wondering, Mike, that's awesome, but truthfully, I just want to know how many people are succeeding at that level? How many students and clients that you guys have? What is their success? What are they experiencing? What are they achieving? How many of you maybe are wondering that? Because what I want to do is I want to take just a minute or two, and I'm going to very quickly show you what our students and clients are doing, okay? Because I want you to put yourself in their shoes to see what the benefits are for you and what you can actually achieve. So as I'm pulling this up, I want you to understand they're just like you. I want you to listen to the overall feel of our students. Are they happy? Are they profitable? More importantly, are they having fun? All right? So please type in a Y for yes. Let me know that you do see this up on your screen. We are good to go. I highly encourage you, if you want to check us out on Facebook, we're just Market Traders Institute. Okay? All right, thank you. So let me scroll down, and let's take a look at some of the posts here, okay? All right, so very first thing I want to show you here is let's get right into the very first example I want to show you with, let's do Nick Paisley. Nick says, I'm trading using the Master Sell 6 strategy using the daily time frame to plan the trade. So far, I'm up 231 pips. I'm expecting to make 1,329 more pips when it hits my goal, okay? He says, it's nice to see when the plan unfolds as expected. How many of y'all would like to generate 231 pips and have an expectancy of that as well, 1,329? Now, let's take a look at JB Biff. All right, JB Biff says, he has a snapshot of his account, and he says, Aussie funding using the straddle strategy. I closed out after 9 minutes, 159 pips profit. How many of y'all would like to generate 159 pips in just 9 minutes? Remember the tipping point prediction I was telling you about? Well, we do have, we have a lot of webinars that literally tell you and show you what to do, when to do it. So if you're ever just wondering, man, I want to trade, but I don't know what to do, we literally show you what to take advantage of to achieve these kind of results. Now, here's Ron Yates. The new FX Precision system is awesome. I opened up my first trade yesterday using it, and I closed out this morning for 135 pips. How many of y'all in less than 24 hours would like to generate 135 pips? It's $1,350 trading standard lots. So let's keep on moving here. One thing I didn't even tell you is, you know, how many of y'all would like to have a professional trader, a professional analyst by your side 24/7, regardless, 24/7? Well, we actually offer that. And so I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment, all right? But take a look. Here's Ibrahim. It's just raked in, 529 pips. That's over 5,000 US dollars, all right? Here's another one. Jason Stewart was able to lock in 141 pips this morning, shorting the GBP and CAD before the announcement. How many of y'all would like to generate 141 pips in one morning? You wake up, grab a cup of coffee, you jump on the computer, you just take a few minutes, place a trade, you make your pips, and you're done trading for the day. How many of y'all would like to do that? All right? So once again, I'm not showing you these to say, hey, you know, look at them, look how great they are. I'm showing you this so that you understand that they were just like you, and that you can have this kind of success. That's it. So here's Darko. Darko Assanin says, traders, if you went up to 200 and 250 pips in one day, be smart, don't trade the next day or two. Well, that's up to you, but how many of y'all would like to generate 200 and 250 pips in one day? That's over 2,000 US dollars. Here's another, bagged in 367 pips, 322 pips, total of 689 pips for today. And then he says, and it's only Friday. Well, what's so cool is that today is Friday, okay? So once again, it's really up to you. Here's Darko Asani. This is another great morning. 288 pips, 163 pips, 36, 90, 25, 716 pips. He says another great morning, it becomes a daily routine. All right, so folks, it doesn't matter your background, your age, whatever. It just takes a desire to want to learn, right? Here's Sandra Osbaum. Thank you, Josh. I made 151 pips this morning because of the free webinar you offered last night. Remember those webinars I told you about for clients only? You have full access to everything that we provide, and I'll show you what I mean. So once again, 151 pips is over 1,500 US dollars, 1,500 in one morning. Would you be okay with that? All right? I think y'all get the picture, okay? I'm not going to go on and on here, but let me go ahead and let me just show you. Let me show you one or two more examples, and I'm going to move on, okay? Here's Christopher Atienza. Christopher says, I do it again. I'm now up 600 pips since June 30th. When did he post this? He posted this on July 7th, okay? He said I'm up since June 30th. That basically means that in literally about 1 week, he's up 600 pips. Folks, that's over 6,000 US dollars. In this scenario, here you can see he's up $5,000, 624 pips. Would you be okay with that? Okay? So once again, I'll show you one more here, and I just want you to put yourself in their shoes. 66 pips, 88 pips, 32 pips. And here's Katrina Marie. Katrina says closed out, and then at 165 pips today, 334 pips for the week. How many of y'all would be okay with that kind of success? So folks, the question is, do you see yourself succeeding at that level? Do you think that Maria, that Wayne, that Kevin, that Jason, right, that all these individuals, do you think they found the value in this investment? And folks, do they sound happy? Do they sound profitable? More importantly, does it sound like they're having fun? So quick reminder here, I want to let you know that live each weekday, this is our tipping point prediction. All right, as a client of MTI, you will have exclusive information, all right, to this information that I just discussed earlier. That's over 3,000 pip gaining opportunity between now and the end of this year. Let me tell you, for those of you that are wondering, next Tuesday, Joshua Martinez will be discussing the tipping point prediction, and you can be a part of this. The market is literally setting itself up right now to have some huge trades go down, basically, and they're literally they're positioning themselves right now. So after this weekend, come early next week, you can literally take advantage of this, where you have the tools in your hand today. You have access to all this information, and you can literally take advantage of that starting early next week. So, folks, once again, it's a special exclusive unveiling for MTI students only. Okay. So let me go ahead and let me ask each and every one of you right now. Okay. Who wants to be one of our success stories? If that's you, give me a yes, give me a me, give me an I do, give me an I will, whatever you want to type in. But if that's you, let me know. Okay, that's Anita, Olwatson, Sabiso, Edward, Raymond, Ernest, Leon, Richard, Charles, Ryan, and everybody else that is typing in their names. All right? Well, let me tell you, you absolutely can be through the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. All right? Now, this program is the most complete, the most comprehensive, easy-to-use, step-by-step system on the planet. Take a look at some of the people that have actually benefited from the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. People like John R. He's an engineer from Grapevine, Texas. John says what they teach you, how they teach you, when to get in, when to get out. That's a big thing. Basically, it's a full understanding of how the market works, all right? So don't forget what I told you, same thing. 20 years experience that we have to give you, our students, our clients, the best entries to make the most amount of money possible in the shortest amount of time possible, right? And so we're going to start you off in the fast lane with the 3-day Wealth and Freedom Experience Live. Now, for a lifetime, you will be able to attend either live in beautiful Lake Mary, Florida, or in the comfort of your own home. Now, in the first 2 days of this 3-day event, you will get an in-depth and thorough understanding of the lessons that you will go through in MTI's education. All right, on the 3rd day, you will get to experience live practical application of the principles taught in these lessons. And while you're applying these principles, if a trade setup does present itself, you will have the benefit of a Forex market veteran to help you potentially make money on the spot. Folks, I am going to give you this for a lifetime for this class today. And for those of you that are in here and that are ready, MTI's next 3-day Wealth and Freedom Experience Live class will be on August 23rd through the 25th. All right? And as a matter of fact, I just got word there are only 20 seats left available at this moment. Okay? So if you want to take advantage of this, you're going to want to take action now, because these seats will fill up very, very quickly. All right? So it doesn't matter if you're a brand new novice Forex investor or if you have some prior Forex trading knowledge. Rest assured that with the 3-day course, all right, you will be starting off the right way. All right, you will learn how to get into the market. You will learn the best entries, the best the entry points, the exit points, how to profit fast, and how to get into the market, how to get out of the market, and make the absolute most amount of money you can in the shortest amount of time possible. You're going to build your own skill set that will begin to potentially transform your life right now if you wanted to. Again, you will be getting that for a lifetime. Now, once finished with the 3-day class, you're not done there. You will receive the Financial Freedom Online University. Now, this is a 16-week, at-home, self-paced, on-demand, step-by-step learning package that will ensure that you understand how to properly trade the Forex market. Now, this will drive home the principles that you learned in the 3-day Wealth and Freedom class, all right, and you will have access to this for a lifetime. So if you like what I showed you in the 3 steps to Forex trading success, then this will be absolutely perfect for you. Now, you're also going to receive the Wealth and Acceleration software package. So if you like what you saw in the live market, then this package will benefit you greatly. All right, you're going to receive the FX Turbo Trader and the Turbo Trader Auto, which can automatically place trades for you. The Fibonacci tool that made this market so easy, and you have the ability to have the software email and or text message you alerts right to your phone, as I showed you. So when's the last time you made money from receiving a message? So picture that you're out living your life, doing your thing with your family, with your friends. You get a message and it tells you what to do. So I am going to give you a full year, all right, 12 months access up front. In addition to that, I want to include some powerful tools to really help you master the market. So how many of you are like me and you really love checklists? Right? How many of you want to know exactly what to do step by step by step? Well, for those of you that are just like me, I am going to include the step-by-step Pro Traders checklist, but you have to take action today. All right? And what I feel is the most powerful tool that you will have access to. I didn't even discuss this really. The most powerful tool, this room, this is called our Analyst On Demand room. Now, this room is hosted by live professional analysts and traders that monitor the Forex market 24 hours per day. How much money do you think you could be making by logging into this room and asking MTI's professional analysts where they think the market is going? Better yet, what if you can ask the analysts exactly where they think you should get in, where you should enter in your trades or exit out of your trades for profit? Right? How many of y'all have ever wondered, man, if how many of y'all have ever imagined it would be nice just to have a professional trader, a pro, right by my side to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on what I want to do, or to simply I could just kind of look at their screen and copy them, right, as I'm learning how to read the market. As confirmation, right? Well, once again, that's exactly what this is. So quit wondering if you did things right, right? I see a lot of you are putting in smiley faces, and yeah, absolutely, right? And so quit wondering if you did things right. Just simply log in and ask, okay? In addition to that, I want to really give you something that's really special. Now, this is the FX Chief Fast Track Mentorship Program. So imagine having a mentor that's a 25-year veteran and the founder of MTI virtually right in your home to take you by the hand and know exactly what to do. We'll take a look at some of the people that have benefited from the FX Chief Fast Track Mentorship Program, which, by the way, it's part of the Ultimate Traders Package on demand. People like John G., all right? People like John G. Now, he's retired from Fishers, Indiana. Now, I will tell you that John was very skeptical because he just was concerned that he wasn't able to learn a new life skill. Okay, that was John's worry. But John joined MTI, and he says that's where the chief came in and brought it down to my level and made me understand. He also made me understand that I don't have to know everything. I can learn it as I go, and I can go from here. But he gave me the opportunity to get started. I'm proud to announce now that John is a very successful trader. He's doing very, very well. And I'm telling you that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. In addition to all that, if you're wondering why did he get there, simple. The Rapid Results Profit Plan. We want you to succeed very quickly because your success is our success. So we literally have developed a plan of action for you to protect your capital while ensuring rapid growth. It's what I discussed earlier, all right? You will have that for a lifetime. And finally, in addition to all of that, which I think can help you even more, how many of y'all would like a roadmap, right? A roadmap that literally allows you to find the best places to achieve success when you're placing your trades. You'll know exactly what to do, where to do it, when to do it for your personalized strategy to allow you to have more success right out of the gate, all right? So once again, you'll have that for a lifetime. Now, folks, I believe in this package so much, and I am so passionate about your success that when you do the right thing, you take action today, when you take action now, you will have our personal 100% satisfaction guarantee. What does that even mean? We're going to give you 60 whole days, 2 full calendar months to go through the education in its entirety. If for whatever reason you feel, Mike, this is not for me, no problem, we'll refund you your money. This is proprietary information that we're even giving you, okay? And so once again, folks, what's the value of that? So it's a zero risk opportunity. So folks, type into the question section now, what kind of risk is this? Absolutely. It's a zero risk opportunity. So I encourage you, take action now. So let's go over the value of the education that you will be receiving. Okay, you're going to receive the 3-day Wealth and Freedom Experience Live, the Financial Freedom Online University, the Wealth Acceleration Software Package, the Analyst on Demand, the Step-by-Step Pro Traders Checklist, the FX Chiefs Fast Track Mentorship Program, the Rapid Results Profit Plan, the Success Now Roadmap. Folks, this is all valued, all right, at $12,610 US. That's the total value of what I'm showing you, okay? Well, let me ask everyone in this room a question. If all this package did for you was teach you and show you how to make several thousands of dollars per month, month after month after month, would it be worth the investment, yes or no? Stop and think about it. If all this package did for you was help you so that you can make sure that you have the money to retire with, would it be worth the investment? For those of you close to retirement age, is it worth it for you? Yes or no? And if all this package did for you, okay, was help you earn enough money to travel around the world and spend more quality time with your family and loved ones, would it be worth the investment? Absolutely. All right? So I came here to empower, and I came here today to serve. And I came here to make this package affordable for each and every one of you. Normally, our package is $7,495 US. However, today you're not going to pay $12,000. You're not going to pay $7,495. I literally just got word. As a matter of fact, just before I started this presentation, I just got notification that we're doing this today. How many of y'all remember that we're part of a mini-series? Okay? Because this is the last day of the series that we are doing, we are literally providing a 40% off discount, making your one-time investment just $4,497. That's it. Okay? This does not happen very often. It's happened a very few times that I can remember. And once again, why? Because this is the last day of our mini-series. All right, we want to make this as affordable for you as we possibly can. Now, remember, this is also because you will be able to join our tipping point prediction next Tuesday morning with Joshua Martinez as he allows you and helps you take advantage of the $30,000 a year making opportunity between now and the end of the year. You do not want to miss out on that, okay? And just a couple trading sessions, people have literally more than doubled their investment in this education. And so, folks, once again, you will get in on that. You will get the education in your hands today. You will start trading today if you choose to, all right? And you'll be able to spend this weekend going through everything you have, and you will start trading right away and start achieving all the success that you'd like. So, folks, once again, will you be taking advantage of the next huge round of trades, or will you just hear about it from other people? So, folks, at this time, you now have my permission to enter in your telephone number into the question section, all right, letting us know, all right, what your number is, and we will have an educational specialist reach out to you here in just a few moments. I see a lot of you are currently typing in your phone numbers. Thank you for that. I'll be sure that an educational specialist is on standby. They will reach out to you here in just a moment. So congratulations. Thank you, Jay. We do have your number. Thank you, Kylie. I do have your number as well. Thank you, Bilal. I see that, buddy. Thank you, Ariel. We will have somebody reach out to you here in just a moment. Thank you, Rachel, as well. Thank you, Olawatsoan. However, I want to let you know something, okay? This is only available for the next 10 of you that actually take advantage of this. So for the first 10 that take advantage of this, that's who's going to actually take advantage of the $4,497 US dollars, okay? So that's the one thing that I want to let you know. Thank you. We do have your number. Osasami, thank you, thank you, Hervey. We do have your phone number as well, an educational specialist. We'll reach out to you here in just a few moments. Thank you, Terrence. We do have your phone number. We will be reaching out to you here in just a few moments. Now, I came here to make this program affordable for each and every one of you, all right? So for those of you that are sitting there thinking, you know what, I can't afford this opportunity, but I can't not afford to have this course, listen, I'm here to help you, and I'm here to serve you. So for those of you that take action right now, I am going to extend out to you two options. Option A is the ability to have the 40% off savings, okay, making your one-time investment just $4,497 US dollars. Or option B, okay, is flexible monthly payment options. However, I want you to understand that if you want to take advantage of the 40% off, that is only for option A. Option B does not provide the 40% off discount. All you receive, you definitely get the 100% money back guarantee. You get everything that I explained to you, everything that I show you. However, option B is flexible monthly payments options. Okay. So, folks, at this time, please type in your telephone number with either option A or option B, letting us know which option are you wanting to move forward with. For those of you that have already typed in your phone numbers, if you can all please be so kind as to let me know which option would you be interested in moving forward with, and we will have an educational specialist reach out to you here in just a few moments, all right? And I see if you are typing in options, please, if you can be so kind as to just provide us with your phone number. And for those of you that have already put in your number, just let us know which option works best for you. All right, congratulations to all those. Ethan, thank you, Ethan. I see you're going with option A. Alicia, thank you. I see you're going with option A as well. Thank you, Terrence. I see you're going with option B. Leon, I see you're going with option B. Andrew, I see you're going with option A today. Thank you for that. Brad, I see you're going with option B. All right, and folks, I do want to let you know once again that if you want to take advantage of the 40% off savings, which is going to make your one-time investment just $4,497 US dollars, all right, that is only for option A. So if you want the 40% off, that's only for option A. Option B is for the amount of $7,495, but you have flexible monthly payment options. All right. So at this time, thank you, Brad. I do see you're going with option B. Thank you, Ernest. I see you're going with option A today. I see that. Thank you, Richard. I do see you're going with option B. Thank you, Josh. I see you're going with option A. All right, no problem. And if you can, Richard, if you can just let us know what your phone number is, if you haven't already typed that in, that would be awesome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Wade. I see you're going with option A today as well. Jeanette, I see you're going with option B today. Thank you. Rachel, I see you're going with option A. We'll have an educational specialist reach out to each and every one of you here in just a few moments. Thank you. Hervey, if you can please let us know, which option you want to move forward with today, that would be awesome. All right. Oh, and Annette, that's a great question. Folks, remember how we mentioned scholarship? All right, for those of you that are wondering, well, what about the scholarship? The scholarship was actually a $2,000 scholarship applied to your education today. However, we're taking that $2,000 off, turning it into 40% off, and so it's even a higher scholarship, if you will, because that would have been applied towards your education. For those of you, I want to let you know also that this option is only for those of you that take action today. This will not be available next week. It's a special that we're doing for today only because it is the last day of our mini-series. So once again, thank you for all those that are currently typing in your phone numbers. I see that. And so folks, you know, I want you to remember that this education today is backed by our 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Okay? You have absolutely nothing to hide. All right? Sorry, you have nothing to lose. Why do we say that? Why are we giving you such a large amount, so much time to use it? Because we have nothing to hide. We're that confident that in that time frame, you will find the value, most importantly, the return on your investment that you are looking for, right? And that's what it's worth. That's what it's all about, right? I mean, let me ask you this. How much money did we make in the live market? Well over $10,000, okay? Well over that. Well, let's just say right out of the gate, you invest $4,497. Right out of the gate, you start making, let's just say, a minimum of $2,000 a month. Folks, that's $24,000 for the year. There's individuals that recoup their full investment in the same month if they choose to, of course. All right? So, folks, what would that do for you? All right? For those of you that are looking at this maybe as I'm spending money, you don't understand because it's an investment. You're not spending. You're investing into your life, your family, your future, and what your dreams. That it's an investment, not an expense. Does that make sense? And so anyways, once again, you saw the success of our students on Facebook. You saw what I showed you in the live market. If you find that of value, it speaks for itself, so there's really not much I need to do to explain how great it is. All right? I encourage you, take action now. It's a win-win situation. You have nothing to lose to speak with an educational specialist. Just let us know which option you want to move forward with. All right, great. So at this point, let me go ahead and just call out some individuals. Thank you, Jimmy. We have your number. I see you're going with option A today, taking advantage of the 40% off. All right. Thank you, Paul. I do have your phone number as well. I see you're taking advantage of option A with the 40% off as well. Thank you. I see that. Rachel, I see you're going with option B today. Thank you for that. I see that. Harper, thank you, Harper. I do have your phone number, and I do see you're going with option A today as well, taking advantage of the 40% off. Thank you, Silas. We do have your phone number, and I see you're going with option B. Once again, for those of you that are wondering, well, how much would my flexible monthly, payments be? Type in your number, put in option B, speak to an educational specialist, all right, and they will go ahead and fill you in on that, all right? So congratulations to all those that are currently typing in their phone numbers, whether it's A or B. I congratulate all those that are taking action because this presentation will not last forever. All right, we'll be coming to a close here in just a little bit. And so if you want to make a decision, if you're on the fence right now, it is time for you to make a decision. All right, my friends, we at Market Traders Institute, we believe that you are worth the investment. Hands down, 100%. No questions asked. We believe that what we just showed you, this education, is for you. However, the bigger question is, do you believe that you're worth the investment? If you're worth the investment, if your family's worth the investment, your future is worth the investment, your dreams are, type in your number with option A or B, all right, and we will go ahead and have an educational specialist reach out to you to just chat with you, all right, answer your questions, fill you in on what's going on. For those of you that don't think you're worth the investment or maybe aren't ready or don't think you're ready to handle that level of success and achieve that type of income, not a problem either. We are an institute, all right? We want to work with those that are ready to succeed at the highest level, at your pace, of course, all right? So I want you to know, folks, that whether you go with option A or option B, all right, it's not a problem, okay? Because I want you to know that when you're part of the family, you're part of the family. We treat every person just alike. The question is, do you want to be the next success story? Are you ready to stop wondering, waiting, wishing, and hoping? And are you ready to start doing? And that's truthfully what you have to ask yourself. Are you going to let another 6 months go by, 1 month go by, 3 months go by, where you might still be scratching your head, asking yourself, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way when you could have made thousands of dollars in that time frame. Folks, all the successes you saw on Facebook, they were in your shoes at one point, so was I, and they all decided to take advantage of the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. So if you answered yes to these questions, I encourage you to take action now. My friends, let me ask all of you, let me ask everyone in this room these questions so that I know that I have done my absolute best explaining these systems to you. Okay? Hey, Ryan, great question. Ryan, the Turbo Trader, it's not an additional cost. That is included in the package. All right, buddy? Just to answer your question. So, my friends, let me ask everyone this question so that I know that I've done my best explaining this to you. Have I shown you enough information today to allow you to make a conscious decision to say, you know what, yeah, I do want to be a Forex trader. Awesome. Have I shown you enough information to allow you to say, you know what, I can actually have fun doing this? Fantastic. So folks, if you answered yes to both these questions, I want you to type in your telephone number now into the question section with either option A or option B so that we know which route you want to take. If you know what, if in the future you're like, you know what, man, I wish I took advantage of it, you're going to think back, you know, you're going to see the price of what it is, but you're going to remember the price that you were offered today. And I'm telling you that if you want to take advantage of this, the only way you can take advantage of this is by typing in your number with either option A or option B. Because if you don't, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying if you want to take advantage of that cost, of that 40% off, our educational specialists do make note of that, okay? And so once again, folks, that's all you have to do. And so take advantage of our 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. And you know what? Take advantage of our 100% financing if you need to. But if you're serious about this education, okay, it's now time for you to make a decision, all right, to type in your number or put in option A or B, all right? It's a win-win situation. Why? Because you will find the value of what I'm showing you. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to succeed at the highest level. So once again, congratulations to all those that are currently typing in your phone numbers. I commend all those that are on the fence, that are making the decision and say, you know what, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to finally win because, you know what, maybe you realize that the definition of insanity is do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, because you won't get a different result. That's the definition of insanity. You know, to have something different, you got to do something different. But if you do what you've always done, you're going to have what you've always had. So once again, folks, our normal price is $7,495 US, but today we're not going to give you that. That price is not $7,495. Today and today only, we are going to allow you the ability to save 40% off, making your one-time investment just $4,497. But we need you to type in your telephone number and let us know so that we know that you want to take advantage of this. All right? So once again, congratulations to all those that are currently typing in their phone numbers. We do see that, and all the educational specialists are making note of that as well. Not a problem, all right? The reason we're doing this is do not forget, you'll have the tools in your hand today. You'll be part of our tipping point prediction next week. You will literally be able to take advantage of the market very, very quickly, and we will have the tools in your hand today. You will succeed, and you know what? In my humble, most accurate opinion here regarding this, all right, you're here because you want something. You're here because you want to accomplish something, all right? However, what I want you to understand is that the only thing you have to lose today is missing out on your dreams, is losing out on the fact that you want to accomplish your dreams, all right? That's the only thing at stake because it's a zero-risk opportunity. Thank you, Laura, for that. Thank you, Ryan. I do have your number. If you could please let us know, buddy, if you want to go with option A or option B. And thank you, Daryl. I do see you put in your phone number as well as Alexis. I do see your number, and I see you're going with option A today as well. Thank you for that. All right, so folks, you now have my permission to enter in your telephone number, letting us know if you want to go with option A or option B. Once again, this presentation will be coming to a close here in just a moment. All right, so it is time for you to make a decision. All right, this presentation I will be wrapping this up here in just a moment. And so if you want to take advantage of this, you're going to want to take action now before you miss out on this opportunity to take advantage of the 40% off, all right? So, folks, I came here to make this program affordable for each and every one of you. So this Premier Education, which is backed by our 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee, is normally just $7,495. But, folks, the neat thing about working with MTI is that your investment today is not even going to be that. The scholarship, we were going to give you a $2,000 scholarship. We have turned that into an additional 40% off savings, making your one-time investment just $4,497, all right, right out of the gate for option A. Option B, you want an easy pay program? That's flexible monthly payments. So at this time, folks, you have my permission. Type in your telephone number with either option A or option B. Let us know which you want to take advantage of. Thomas, thank you, Thomas. I see you're going with option A today. Thank you, Isla. I have your number. I see you're going with option A as well. Thank you, Noah. I have your number. I see you're going with option B. Thank you, Oliver. We have your number. I see you're going with option A today as well. Thank you, Jacob. We do have your phone number as well. I see you're going with option A today. And Arthur, thank you. I see you're going with option B. And Jaden, I see you're going with option A. Thank you for all those. I do apologize if there's anybody that typed in their number with an option that I missed, okay? If that was you and maybe I didn't call out your name, just retype your number and option, and I will make sure to call you out. So sorry for anybody out there that I did miss. All right, and once again, I want to actually quickly congratulate Nick. Nick, I see you just put in your phone number, all right, and you know what? I want to commend you for that, and here's why, bud. We're about to come to a close here, and you're on the fence. You might be on the fence. You're probably wondering, man, can I, can't I? I don't know. Is this for me? But you know what you did? You went with your gut instinct. You just put in your number. I see you're going with option A, buddy, and you made the decision that you want to win. And you stepped out of your comfort zone. And you know what? Most people, they don't step out of their comfort zone. That's the majority, okay? But you decided, you know what? I don't want to be average. I don't want to be mediocre. I want to have, I want to live life to its entirety, to the full. And you went with your gut instinct. You put in your number and option last minute in the game. And you know what, buddy? I commend you for that because I respect confidence. I respect boldness, and especially those that are decisive in nature because, listen, indecisiveness is a decision. It's a decision not to make a decision. And therefore, you kind of just stay where you're at. But, Nick, I'm proud of you, buddy, for typing in your number last minute in the game. It takes a winner to do that. And you know what? I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to meet you personally as well as everybody else in the live event that we are going to offer, all right? So if that's you out there, I encourage you to be like Nick, all right? Break through your comfort zone because your success is a thought process, all right? You're either programmed for success or you're programmed for the opposite, all right? But if you want to succeed, take the limits off. They're self-imposed limits. Type in your number and make the decision to succeed today. So, folks, with that, I believe that you've heard me repeat that enough today. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm about to wrap up this presentation. But if anyone is out there, you're on the fence, you're like, you know what, I don't know, listen to me, okay? What are you going to lose by speaking to an educational specialist to get more information, to get your questions answered? All you need to do is type in your number, and if you were to go with an option, just type in which option would you go with, speak to an educational specialist, and this is basically the last time I'm going to tell you this, is that this could be the education that will literally turn your life around. It did for me. It did for many others out there, and I can't tell you how many people that are retired are having a better retirement, how many people take care, buddy, how many people that are that should have been retired finally were able to retire. People brought wives home from work and just, travel the world, whatever it is you want. So with that, if you're on the fence and you want to make a decision to succeed, type in your number, which option as I bring this to a close right now. So if that's you, I'm going to give you just a second to do that as I wrap things up. Jack, thank you, Jack. I do have your number. I see you're going with option B today. And Jesse, I do have your number, and I see you're going with option A. Thank you for that. So, folks, I want to appreciate every single individual that made the decision to win today. And before I go, what if I could do something even better than this? And here's what I mean. How many of you right now, you're excited, you know you want to make the money, you know you're ready to do this, and you'd like for me to give you an opportunity to get a full tuition reimbursement? For those of you wondering, what exactly does that mean? Simply put, any investment made into this education can be returned to you in full through our referral program, okay? However, you only have 90 seconds to act right now. So if you want to do that, you have 90 seconds on the clock starting right now. In 90 seconds, I will be bringing this presentation to a close. All right, so if you want that, type in your telephone number with the initials TR, let us know. All right, we will go ahead and reach out to you. We'll fill you in on how you can actually achieve that. Remember, it's through our referral program, and we will go ahead and provide you with that info. So once again, folks, MTI has transformed the lives of people all over the world, and I want you to experience the power of this. All right, so I am going way out on a limb here, and all I'm going to ask you to do is type in your number with the initials TR, and we will provide you with that information. All right, if you could just spare a few seconds to do so, you will learn how to get. Ryan, that's what I'm telling you, buddy. If you're interested in learning that, type in your number with the initials TR so that you can speak to an educational specialist, and they will provide you with all of that information. All right, so if you could just spare a few seconds to do that, we will provide you with that information. All right, folks. If you really want to receive a full tuition reimbursement or you have interest in learning how that's even possible, type in your number with the initials as this presentation is coming to a close here, and I'm going to do a 10-second countdown when it comes to a wrap, all right? So once again, folks, it was a pleasure of mine sharing with each and every one of you. And for those of you out there, I remember how I told you only for the first 10 of you that type in your number that move forward with this, you will take advantage of option, the 40% off. Well, here's what I'm going to do. The number's right there on your screen. If that's you and you want to take advantage of that, if you wait for us to call you, there's a potential chance that we might call you as the 11th person or 12th person. A lot of people put in their phone numbers with option A and option B. But if you want to ensure that, feel free to call the number on your screen, speak to an educational specialist so that you can be sure to get in and make sure you secure that spot. If for whatever reason the lines are busy, simply keep on calling, okay? So with that, folks, that is a wrap, all right? And so with that, all right, I just want everyone to know, I want all of you to remember that by developing the habits of successful people, you too will become a success. Thank you all for joining us today. It was a pleasure of mine speaking to and sharing with each and every one of you. I am very excited to have been a part of your learning experience. I'm even more excited to be working with each and every one of you during our next Wealth and Freedom Live event. So I am going to go ahead and leave this webinar open for the next 5 minutes. All right, so please call in now or type in your number, and we will reach out to you. With that, have a great weekend. Over and out.